Hi, everybody. This is Nancy from the team at Community Homeworks in Kalamazoo. Thank you for tuning in to another story about the people we meet and the impact of our work. Since 2009, Community Homeworks has been working hard to help homeowners stay safely in their homes by providing critical home repairs to income-eligible people. We also offer home maintenance classes and even lend tools so we can cultivate basic skills as we build relationships across neighborhoods. This podcast, called Being Right at Home, will include stories of empowerment, stories of hope, stories of what can happen when people work together. In the words of T.S. Eliot, home is where one starts from. So let's begin. Start with this fun fact because it will feed right into the introduction. So here we go. According to a Forbes magazine article, the author states that owning a home is still a strategy for building long-term wealth. He goes on to explain this concept in depth and then concludes with another statement. Home ownership, he says, fosters a sense of community and belonging. Owning a home can provide stability for your family. It'll provide roots in your community and a place to truly call your own. So, on that note, and with those words, I want to exemplify them by welcoming to our studio Miss Toni. Miss Toni, welcome to Being Right at Home.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm so excited to finally meet you. I know we've been connecting via text, and to have you in the studio, it's going to be such a fun time just to get to know each other.
I agree.
Good. Well, I want to start at the beginning because I tend to be linear in storytelling. So let's start at the beginning. Your home, I don't know that much about it, but I know you've lived there for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. Tell me about maybe approximate year or the year, or a little bit about the very beginning.
Okay, the very beginning started in that home for me in 2005.
Okay.
And then later on, me and my husband were able to purchase the house like in 2013.
Okay.
So I've owned it since then. Me and my husband, we raised our family there. When we moved there, all the kids were still in tow. Okay. So we raised our family there. The actual first time I entered that home, I was 16 years old.
Oh.
It was owned by a family member of my husband's. So when we had the opportunity to move in it and purchase it and make it our own, that's what we did. So it's like a hand-me-down sort of kind of thing.
Oh, which I hear about it's a legacy home.
Yeah. And not only that home, the whole neighborhood is legacy to my husband. He was born and raised here in that neighborhood. Like the house he was raised in is right in back of the house that we live in right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me get this timeline straight. You knew this, you walked into this house when you were 16.
Yeah.
And you were
1980.
1980.
I'm telling how old I am, but yeah.
So no. Okay. So in 1980, you were 16 years old and you walked into this house and you were dating your soon-to-be husband. Then.
Yes.
Okay. And then you two moved into the house as a married couple, but then didn't buy it for a few years. Right. Not right away. Okay. But it had been in his family before that.
Yes.
So, wow.
Yes.
Now, how old were your kids when you, in 2005, approximately? Were they toddlers? Were they?
No, they were all past that stage. We had 5.
Okay.
So my baby at the time, I don't know how old she was, but let me see. I know the one next to the baby, she was 16. She turned 16 in that house.
Okay.
So then my baby is 3 years younger than her, so she was 13.
Okay, so you had kind of teenagers. You were in the teenagers when they... Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that became your home and you made it your own.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
I've raised grandkids in that house, 2 great-grandkids.
Oh.
Yes. And then just the community kids, neighborhood. Like, everybody came to my house.
So you're kind of the hub of the area.
Yes.
In terms of if somebody needs to just
Yeah.
come on over, they're going to come on over.
Yep,
So.
come get food. Or my husband used to always play with the kids and spend a lot of time with the kids, basketball, fixing bikes, just in general.
Oh, so you knew the whole neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood.
Oh,
There's people in my neighborhood that's been there since my husband grew up in that neighborhood, like 60 years.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
So when you say community, that's what it feels like to me. Like, it's community.
It's
Like,
your community.
yeah.
It's the community. So tell me a little bit about your house. Yeah, what's some of your favorite memories of the within that house in the past 20 years?
So many, so many. It's just so many of them. Just being around family, like the holidays, especially the holidays, like everybody comes to my house.
Oh,
So my house is like the cornerstone of what everybody else got going on. When they stop doing what they're doing, if something going on at my house, they come.
it sounds like you've got an open door policy in terms of you're always welcome to
Yeah.
come over. So
Yeah.
just oh. Now, are these kids that were kids when you moved in? Are they in the area?
Most of them are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're not, their parents are, or somebody in their family, it's just always community,
Oh,
family.
I love that.
Yeah.
I just love that. So your memories include holidays and birthdays and
Holidays,
Oh.
birthdays, just Sunday dinners.
Sunday dinners.
We do that a lot.
Do you?
Hmm.
And you and your husband spent all those years together there.
Yes. Until 2020, that's when I lost him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow. So you've been on your own for a few years.
Yeah.
In that home
Yep. In that home.
with all those memories.
Everything. It's like not a day goes by that I don't have some type of memory of him and the things that he said. Like he could be standing on the stairs and I could just remember him saying, "What you doing, honey? What's for dinner?"
Oh,
Or something like that. It's just, I don't know.
so there's just a spirit of him
Yeah.
all the time in that
All the
home.
time.
All the time. And I wish, in some ways, I wish this were also video recorded because Toni wore into the studio this poncho that was handmade of the different people in her family on it. And it's just beyond amazing and beautiful. And I just wish we could show everybody that's listening your poncho.
Oh, I'm going to wear it enough so everybody can see it.
So if you see a poncho with a lot, very unique with people on it,
Mhm.
it's probably Toni's. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, Toni, tell me a little bit about your house. What has happened in recent years, especially since the loss of your husband? What happened to the maintenance of the house?
It was a really hard time for me because I was in such a depressive state. And, old houses need work. And it was just me and my kids worried about, my state of mind and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of let things, go a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't worried about a whole lot after losing him. After I got better and went back to work, and it took me a whole year to do that, though.
Well, you were grieving. You were
Yeah.
major grief.
Yeah, major for me. I needed just, help maintaining even the yard, or, my kids did what they could,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just more than what they could handle as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started doing research, put my ear to the ground, people telling me about different things, and I tried everything. But the one person that answered my distress call, well, a bunch of people, was Community Homeworks.
Oh.
So,
So how did you know to call us, or how did that all work?
well, my mom had gotten sick,
Mm-hmm.
so we had to put her in a rehab facility, and they have workers there. So we just talking, and I'm telling my story. We like, me and you first talk. I never met a stranger. My kids always tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she was like, well, you need some type of resources or anything? And I was like, sure, why not? So she gave me the information,
Oh,
and I just got into it.
okay. So you called us and just said, am I eligible, or what do you do?
Well,
or-
actually, it was a barcode on a piece of paper that she gave me, and I scanned it, and Community Homeworks came up, and I was like, I called anyway. And They said, come get an application and follow the steps on the application. And I did it. And it wasn't long before they called me. It was like, we can help you.
Oh, I'm so glad you found that barcode and called us.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the experience like working with us?
It was wonderful. It's like you said, I never met a stranger. So, like, I know them all by name. I know I won't say their name on here, though. But,
No, you can say that.
and, like, when Drew first walked in my house, I got this big picture window with it's just full of plants.
Oh.
And he was like, naming the plants. I was like, I don't know the names of them. I just grow them.
Drew is, like, really has a green thumb. In addition to all his other skills, he's got a green thumb. So I can only imagine him walking in and seeing your plants. It was probably a match made in heaven to meet you. So
yeah, and we just, we clicked right then and there about the plants. And then he finally got to work, and he just went through the house and inspected it, and that we can help you with this, and I'm gonna do my best to get this for you. And everything he said he was gonna do, he got it done.
Oh, I'm so glad, especially since it's not like you had your husband to go to and say, what are we going to do about this? Or how can we do this? It's like you were on your own and you had to figure it out.
I had to figure it out.
In spite of honoring your heart and where your heart was at the time, So, wow, good for you. I give you so much credit because I can't even imagine. But
they made me feel so much better because I was just ready to give up. I was ready to just say forget it and move and go stay with one of the kids or something. But they came right on time.
Okay.
And they just made me feel so better. Now I can continue on with that legacy that me and my husband started. We can hand it down. Kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. And I'm happy about that.
And I love that you said that because that is one of that's actually in our mission statement, that we want to help sustain homeowners for generations. So, it's just, you're a living example of how you're allowing us to do that because homes are so important. And to have to leave and to transition time when you weren't wanting or willing to transition, if we can prevent that or take away the barriers, we will. So what kind of work did we do in your home?
Let's see. I got my plumbing fixed, which was a major issue for me. I got hot water heater, a new screen door.
And those were all in disrepair and overwhelming to you to even want to think about, much less.
The plumbing about took me out, but that came in there and it didn't take them long. Like, they got it together.
Okay. Were you having major leaks or what was
I had a leak in the bathroom that was ongoing. I couldn't use my sink in the bathroom, so they fixed that.
And what we're realizing as we go out and do critical home repairs is that sometimes the repairs we do, it's a major repair in terms of what happens. I mean, fixing a chronic leak is really important, but it's not that expensive. So if we can keep you in your home where you really, really want to be for, a few hundred or even a $2,000 or $3,000, it's so much more it makes so much more economical sense than having you try to navigate Plan B. So I'm so glad you're still there. So
me too.
Do you plan to just live there indefinitely then?
Yes. I have no plans to move out of my house. I absolutely hate moving, but I have no plans to move out of my home.
You're going to just stay right there and continue to be the hub of your community.
Yes, I am.
And you're going to continue to be just that person people can go to when they want to come over for Sunday dinner or just chat or whatever. So, wow. What would you like people out in the community to know about Community Homeworks?
That there is help out there. If I can do it and get the groundwork done, the paperwork done, and it was real easy. They don't make it hard for you. It's just certain things that you have to do that they need. If I can do it and get through it, anybody can. They just need to know that there is resources out there to help you with these things, especially if you like me, widowed and, live alone and on a fixed income. And
what I hear you saying is that you went If you would have known back in 5 years ago that you would be telling other people and empowering other people, you probably wouldn't have believed that I'll be empowering people in 5 years. And that's what you're doing.
Not at all. And I'm glad to do it.
And that's what we're here for, I think, to empower each other, because we all, I don't think anybody goes through life without realizing that life gets tough. And when it gets tough and we need help, knowing there's other people to empower us is going to get us through, so that someday, like you, we can empower others.
Yeah, somebody else going to be sitting in the seat doing the same thing I'm doing.
Exactly. Is there anything else you want to say before we sign off today?
I don't know. I just felt like I was overwhelmed and I had so much I wanted to say, but I think I pretty much said what I needed to say. Just get out there, look for the help, ask somebody, watch this podcast, and whoever else is watching the podcast, y'all tell somebody about it too. Just reach out to people. They're out there. People need help.
People need help, and people, I think, if we can just empower each other to be vulnerable, like, sometimes I'm able to help, and sometimes I am the one in need of help. I think if we got that message across, that sense of community would just grow, I think. And one of our values is love. We just want to go out in the community and love our neighbors. So you're a great example of, you're doing that, Toni. You're doing it.
Well, thank you. I hope so.
Oh, you're doing that. But before I let you go, though, I just want to ask, how's those grown kids of yours doing?
Oh, my kids are great. I brag on them all the time. I do. I have just awesome kids. They all have really nice jobs, and they're just respectable people too, out in the community like they're mine. Well, I'm gonna tell how old they are. I know my oldest ain't gonna want. I'm gonna tell her I did it though. But my kids range from 43. She'll be 43 next month.
Okay.
All the way down to 33.
Okay.
She works from home. She's so smart. She does everything. Then I have my two boys. One of them works for Griffin. And the other one works at Stryker. Then I have my mini-me, who is 36. She's the most like me. She's an insurance claim adjuster. I think I said it right. She works from home also. She has a wonderful husband. And then my baby girl is studying to be a nurse.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what? As you're talking about these young middle-aged adults, and I'm looking at their mom, I'm thinking, it sounds like you and your husband,
we got something right.
You got something right. And I'm so glad he's part of the spirit of your family as it continues to.
And a part of the spirit of the community. And people still walk up to me and talk about him. I remember when your husband said or did. And it makes me, some people don't want to approach me like that because they don't know, where I'm at in my grief. But I love it when people come up to me and talk about him.
Oh, well, on that note, can I ask his first name?
Yeah, his name was Booker.
Booker
Moore.
Okay. We are going to dedicate this podcast to Booker Moore.
Oh, thank you.
No.
I feel like I want to cry.
Dedicate this podcast to his legacy.
Thank you. All the kids gonna love it. They're gonna love it.
Well, on that note, as the tears start coming for us, I'm going to sign off. But thank you, everybody, for listening. Tune in again, and just know that we are here to help. So take care. Thank you, Miss Toni.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Between now and next month, we will continue to be in our community, making a difference. But before signing off, I want to ask for your help. Please consider supporting us with a donation of any size. You can easily do this by visiting our website, communityhomeworks.org. Your help will allow us to empower more families as we build a stronger community, one home at a time. So until next month, please take care of yourself and each other. From our team to you, bye-bye for now.